Okay guys, this is your girl Simply Betty. Thanks for tuning into my channel today. I'm going to be doing my videos a little bit different than what I normally do, so hopefully you guys will enjoy the new format. And as you can see today, I am bare face. I have absolutely no makeup on. Today is cleanup day. It is right before the 4th of July holiday. Most likely I'll probably post this the Tuesday before the 4th. To get down to it, this video today is more about waxing. And what I mean about waxing, there are two different types of ways that you can be waxed. I know the most common way, most people see it on the TV, where they put the wax on, they put the strip down, and then they rip your hair off. The way it's portrayed on TV and movies, it's extremely painful. The very first time I ever got a waxing in my private area, it was painful as crap. It really did hurt, and that's because she used, and that technique is technically called the soft wax. It does not get hard, so she used the strips, and she literally like ripped, and I got a full Brazilian, guys, like from the rooter to the tootie, just strips, and it hurt, but it did not discourage me from going back and getting it again. The next time I literally just chose a different place. If it's your first time getting a wax, I'm here to just explain the basics about waxing. There are the two different types, which would be soft wax, which is the one with the strip, and then there's what's called a hard wax. Now the hard wax is what I get, and it's literally warm to hot wax, depending on how high they have it set up, that they apply to your skin, and then they literally wait till it gets hard, which is why it's called a hard wax, and then they take it off, which your hairs are trapped in the wax. This wax is more preferred for those who are a little bit more on the tender side, but this one hurts less, if that makes any sense. So for those of you who are trying waxing for the first time, and it is summertime, and some people only get waxing when they're going on vacation, going to the beach or whatever. Some of you guys do not get waxing all year round. If it's your very first time, you will feel some discomfort. I'm just gonna be flat out truthful with you guys. It is going to hurt. It's going to be like someone ripping a big band-aid off of you, but in your private area. Another thing, if it is your first time getting a wax, I would advise do not get a waxing around your cycle. It is going to hurt worse, especially if this is your first time. The waxing only lasts, especially if you have a good professional waxer, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes. If you were first time waxer, it's going to take about maybe 20 to 30 minutes with waxer, because they're going to be gauging your discomfort and coaching you how to get through it. If it's a particular area that they know brings the most pain, they will tell you to breathe and they will kind of apply pressure once they rip it off. Now, for some waxers recommend about every 4 weeks if you're going to go on a regular basis. I stretch mine out to about 5 to 6 weeks, because I'm not even gonna lie, because I am a previous shaver, when I used to shave, I would have to shave every week. But once I switched to getting waxing, my hair grew back thinner and more soft, so it made the waxing less painful. And that's after your first wax. If you continue to get it done, it's going to be less painful. You'll be able to bear the ripping of the band-aid better. It is important that you take care of the area that you got waxed, especially if you're getting your private area. There is a lot of misinformation of you get it waxed, and you want to make sure you take care of it as if it's an open wound. I'm not saying go put Neosporin on the area, but you want to make sure you wash that area with lukewarm water and antibacterial soap. If you're allergic to certain soaps, Try to get a cleansing soap that is not so harsh but can help get rid of bacteria so you won't get infected. Is to exfoliate that area to get a lot of the dead skin before you go get it waxed. That helps also release a lot of the hairs so that the waxer doesn't have to keep going over a particular area. If you exfoliate that area pretty often, then you're good. You literally don't have to worry about them having to go back and then going in and trying to pluck the hairs out individually for those ingrown hairs. Also, I would advise no swimming just because of the chlorine in the pool. If you're a first-time waxer, I would advise no swimming, no harsh fragrances on that area. Even if it's your underarms, I would advise to get like a more either natural deodorant or a deodorant that's not so harsh with chemicals, and no other bodily fluids. So if you're getting your private area wax, try not to get someone else's bodily fluids in that area if you're a first-time waxer. So say for instance you're a first-timer and you want to get a waxing for an upcoming event you have like a week or so later. I would advise to go ahead and get that done. Put about a week between your events, whether it's going to the beach, on vacation, rather if it's sex, I know some of you are more sexually active, I would give it about a day or two to make sure that, you know, your skin or whatever is not as tender, basically. And the fragrances, please do not put fragrances down there. I cannot stress that enough. Please don't do it. You shouldn't be doing it in the first place. But those fragrant body washes, you know, wash with your regular soap or antibacterial soap, and then only apply the body wash in like here, your arms, maybe your lower legs. I wouldn't try to get it in the area of my lady business. That can cause yeast infections. It can also may irritate your skin down there to the point where you may break out, or worse, and now you're thinking, oh, waxing broke me out. No, just like the research that you do to find a waxer who is sanitary and who does it correctly, you also want to do your research on how to properly maintain your skin afterwards. Now, if you are using a product that helps with ingrown hairs and it works for you, please continue to use that product. You do not have to buy some of these companies' products just because they sell it. If you've already used a product that helps with your ingrown hairs or exfoliating, continue to use those products. If you want to try those new products, you can. I would just advise to make sure you read the reviews and read the ingredients that are in these products, because what you don't want is to then get a waxing and use this new product and then it breaks you out, or worse. So make sure you do your research on the products as well. As far as price goes for waxing, what you can do if you are a first timer, you can either ask some of your close friends about places that they may or may not go or have heard of, or the best trick that I did when I first got into waxing was use Groupon. Groupon was my best friend. I went from the very first time my waxing, which was referred to me by a friend, from an $80 waxing place to a $35 waxing place, which was literally right across the street. And she was wonderful. My second wax therapist, she was wonderful. Even after my Groupon, which was about $32, my price only went up by a couple of dollars because at that time I was a student. Guys, if you are a first-time waxer and you are in school, please look for places that give student discount. Most places that I've seen for these waxings give student discounts, and I mean a major discount, where a regular waxing for a Rudy to the Tootie could be $40. Students may only pay about $24, $25. So make sure you look for those if you can't find any on Groupon. If you're a student, take advantage of those discounts. Also, and this is not a paid advertisement, this is just a place that I go to get my waxings, which is the third place I finally settled on, and I love it. They do have it's called European Wax Center. Their regular waxing, I think it went up $10. I think it's now $50 for a full Brazilian. If it's your first time, I know sometimes they run specials where you get it either half off or free. I may be wrong on the free part, but I know for a fact that they do half off. So instead of paying $50 for a full Brazilian, which is the all natural, Rudy to the Tootie, everything, you only pay $25, which is great. And they also have what's called wax passes, which is what I do. I buy wax passes. I think it's about, I'm not even gonna lie, I really don't know how much it is. It depends on which pass that you buy. Most of them, some of them will last either half a year or a full year. But because I stretch mine out past the 4-week mark that they recommend, I get about 1.5 years out of my wax pass, which is awesome sauce. It's just a lifesaver. If you're not sure, but you want to get that private area done, try another area close to it. You can probably try the belly strip, because they do have that as well, which is for those of you who grow hair from on your belly. You know, that little strip of hair straight down your belly. Yeah. You can try that area first, or you can see if you want to try the bikini line. That may be an option for you. And I also link in the description box down below the types of waxes. I'm not going to go over them in this video. Brazilian is the only one that I've mentioned, really, and that's the full Brazilian. That's because that is the one that I get all the time. I have been doing waxes for about 5 or 6 years now. So it is beneficial. It saves a lot of time. Literally 20 minutes within me walking in and checking in, I'm walking out and paying. Well, technically not paying, but leaving a tip. So yeah, paying. Okay, so now if you want to do the Braveheart and wax at home, you can do that. I would advise to start off with something that is more tolerable, like your legs or something. There is a product that I did purchase, which is the Yeelan waxer, which is a at-home waxing. It is for hot waxes, not the wax strips, but the hot wax, you know, I've already used it. But you melt the wax. This actually comes out so you can actually clean it. These are the see if it'll focus here. There we go. These are the knobs to control the heat on and off. If you want it extremely hot, hide my face. If you want it extremely hot, you turn it up here. You know, your basic at-home waxing. Now this did come with, it came with 4 of these. I used 2 hard wax beads that you put in the waxer and it melts them. I used 2, and of course it came with the wax sticks, and I would advise to use gloves because it did get kind of messy. Now there's only been 2 places, my second waxer and the place that I go to now, which is European Wax Center, and no, I'm not getting paid to advertise them. I wish I did. As much as I go, but their hard wax is a little bit different with these wax beads. I find it getting, like, how can I say, it was more like almost like a plastic type get dry. I really can't explain it. It wasn't like the wax that they use at a salon. The wax that they use at a salon, it has a more thicker consistency. So even though when it gets hard, it's not like a solid rock hard, it's more like a mushy hard, and then they rip it off, as opposed to this waxing kit that I got on Amazon, and I'll put the link in the description below as well. It doesn't apply on as thick, and so because it doesn't apply as thick, it dries quicker, and I had to rip it off quicker. If I wanted to apply more wax, that means I would have had to melt more wax beads, and I really didn't want to go through the product that quickly on the first try. I didn't want to use that much wax on the first try. I did it on my legs just to see how it would work. I am not doing it on my private area. I'm taking my behind to European Wax Center to let them do it. I pay them to do it, and we're just going to continue to use it. Now for my legs, I use this product, which is Nair. I love this product. I have been using it for years, so it is a really good product, and no, I'm not getting paid to be advertised with them as well. But it's with the soothing aloe and lanolin. I don't know what lanolin is, but it works for me. It has thinned out the hair growth on my legs, so my hair doesn't grow like it used to. I literally used to look like a little werewolf in high school, guys. It was pretty bad. Good thing nobody took pictures of my legs. But yes, so I use hair removal lotion for my legs. I take my butt to the salon to get my Mrs. wax, and if you are at home waxer, more power to you. So if you guys have any questions, hit me in the comment box below. Hit the subscribe button, also hit the like button and the bell to get the notifications when I do post. I will try to post videos twice a week. You can follow me on my Instagram, which is simply_Betty101. You can also follow me on Twitter, which is simply Betty101. And thank you guys so much for watching my video.